Happy fucking Wednesday. We're back again.
Ay, ay, ay.
Zoom is weird. I also noticed that I must have had an OBS update because in the middle of, while there were songs playing, for some odd reason, the music kept fucking just going way high up in my fucking headphones. I was like, oh, son of a bitch. So hopefully I didn't blow anybody's eardrums out in the beginning of that. I have no idea what was going on there.
What happened on the outbound audio is that it went lo-fi. It's on an AM radio during those spots.
Oh,
So ear saver kicked in, thankfully, I think.
dude, that was really fucking weird because it went
That sucks.
pop, pop. I was like,
Wow. Yeah, it didn't do it out here, thankfully.
well, you guys are lucky then because that fucker got loud as shit in my ear all of a sudden.
Right when his solo kicked in, it was like,
You're listening to Eddie and the Orsons on AM 720 radio.
like it got real lo-fi, you know?
Well, at least I didn't blow anybody's fucking eardrums out, so there is that. Although I did put the fucking... I don't think I... When did I create this? Like in 2 hours ago. So I just came in from planting the last of the new fucking flowers and shit that we bought.
Word.
Bought a bunch of different lilies, 4 different rose bushes. Actually, 5... Well, four vining roses and 1 rose bush.
Get hit with the heat wave?
We did earlier this week, and it finally cooled off yesterday and today, so it's supposed to rain tonight, which is good, because that'll water in all those fucking plants that we just planted today. But we definitely weren't planting them when it was fucking 100 degrees, because that would have been a terrible idea. I planted the 4 vining rose bushes yesterday, because we got a little, like, old grill gazebo, and we decided to put vining roses over it so it covers it in like a big old fucking bunch of roses. I'm sure it's going to take a couple of years, but, you know.
I might be surprised. I planted this rose bush a few years ago. Thing's a monster. Fucking huge.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for, because that way it'll cover up the sides and hopefully cover the top, because there's no top on that gazebo. So I get to use it as just a giant shade, and it'll be good for the pollinators that come in for the rest of everything else. And then what we do? 4 different kinds of lilies. And fuck, I did way too much. We did way too much in the garden because we got 3 different hydrangeas, a peony tree, a black elderberry bush. What else did I get? Fucking... One's called a 9-bark. It's a bush. It's a dark, like red, black colored leaves. And throws pink flowers. And then there was a burning bush, which apparently those are bigger down south than they are up here. But they're hardy up into, I think it was zone 4. And we're in 5, so I was like, well, that's good. But they turn bright red during the fall. And then a flamingo tree. I forget what the hell the actual name of it is. I just call it the flamingo tree because the leaves start pink and then turn white and then green once they're fully in. So right now, most of it is white, so... Yeah, I think I spent like, fuck. How much did I spend in flowers this year? And they're all perennials. Everything we planted was perennials. Shit that will come back. So that way I don't have to pay for it again. But I think I probably spent around somewhere in the neighborhood of $500 to $600 in plants this year.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, the tree itself, the flamingo tree, was $100 itself. So, you know.
I can see that.
But the rest of it, it's quite a bit.
I'm having the struggle. I have those like elephant ear things. Whenever I moved in, there was like one spot that they grew in the back corner of my backyard, and now they're all the way along one entire fucking fence. And I'm trying to battle with those fuckers.
Those are a type of hosta. The only way to get rid of them is to dig them up.
Oh shit!
You have to dig up the root balls.
Okay.
That's because
right.
they're a type of hosta.
Fucked up.
And hostas will fucking take everything over eventually.
Yep.
Because they'll just get bigger and bigger, and then the way that they divide is those roots will shoot out, and then they'll come up from another root system somewhere else. So you'll notice they'll just keep going and going.
Yeah, like whenever I moved in here, there was 3 bunches super close to each other in the back corner, and they were decently sized whenever I moved in here, and I really liked it because it took up that little corner. My other corner, I have an oak tree, so I was like, "Fuck yeah, that looks nice." And then I walked out back, not really paying attention, and then I haven't been paying attention for months because I just walk outside to go around the off my porch through the side gate, and I let the dog out, and I'm like, "Oh fuck!" There's like 9 of them just all the way across my fence. I'm like, "Shit, I don't know how to take care of those."
Yeah, that sounds like my raspberry bush. It was
Those
this
will
little
take
little
over,
thing,
too.
and the
Oh.
fucking thing, man, it's like a monster. It just
That's the same with raspberries. The only way to kill those off is you have to dig them out. Because you can cut the tops off of them, but because the root system's still in place, the next year they'll just sprout right back the fuck up.
pop up everywhere. Yeah, that and mint. Only plant mint in a pot. Never put it in the ground.
Oh, really?
Takes over.
Oh fuck! You won't.
can-
You think that elephant shit's growing fast? Watch your mint, man. You have a lawn full of mint.
Yeah. Dill will do the same thing.
Dill ain't new. I didn't know mint would do that.
Oh fuck yeah!
Dill does, and then
Alright.
the missus has got some things called walking onions,
Mhm.
where they grow bulbs at the top of the green onion, and then they get so heavy they just bend over and replant themselves. So it's just a constant,
The slinky plant.
Yep.
Oink, oink, oink.
pretty much. And she moved some of them to a different area, and I'm like, we're gonna have to keep an eye on those because otherwise they will get out of control. But
The fuck is my bow?
they're a great plant anytime you need green onion.
Yeah.
Shit.
3rd one from the top on the left side, Adam.
That's not mine. It's a fucking skeleton's bow that I picked up from killing somebody. I have a power 3 flame fucking mending bow. Gangsta! I gotta
Trying to
go
be
back
helpful.
I know, I appreciate it. Thanks, buddy.
Well, you give her a good old college try. That's good enough.
Did you see what happened in the basement there? I got greedy and tried to get those diamonds and fucking opened lava, and I was like 40 blocks from the ground. I had to fucking take a dive.
I was not paying attention to that.
It's on video forever now. It's great. It's awesome to get my bow.
So what are you mixing tonight, TJ?
I am debating with all the flower stuff. I think I'm gonna do something with some sort of floral note in it.
Ooh, that sounds like a good idea.
I was thinking like a peach hibiscus cookie.
Ooh, that sounds kind of nice. I had a hibiscus jarritos over the weekend. It was delightful.
Oh God.
That sounds good.
I had a lemon lime one too, just because.
Very nice.
Fucking
They were
hot
two
eat
for
those.
$1.49. Come on now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a deal and a half right there, brother.
Turn them down. You get 2. Eddie got 2 as well. He got boring flavors though.
Strawberry and
flavors.
orange.
I think he had pineapple, piña.
I do like the pineapple Doritos. It's
Something.
good.
It is good.
But it's only a once in a while flavor for me.
And I think he had the fruit punch, tutti frutti.
Ugh, that is a boring
See, man,
one.
you gotta get the Fiesta pack, man. You get the lemon lime, the orange, the fruit punch, and there's another one in there.
They all
Yeah,
go
get-
amazing with fucking Mexican food.
Uh,
Like no joke.
And I'm in Texas, so I mean,
That's
fuck
why it's
yeah.
the official soda of tacos.
It's the
if you-
official
if you
beverage
look at
of
the bottle-
Fiestas.
It literally says that on the bottle of Jarritos. Official drink of tacos. It's like, hell yeah.
Makes sense. That adds up.
Yeah.
Let's see. recipe. Where's the recipe?
Lost my bow. I'm gonna be very upset.
Upsetty spaghetti.
Yes. Shit.
It's gonna be in a spot that you're not gonna think of.
That's not it.
Okay,
Hate
cookies.
this shit.
I'm gonna mix up strawberry lemonade.
Ooh.
Ooh.
See if it's any good. Okay, let's get her done.
Alright, let's go with some cap sugar cookies.
Son of a bitch.
It's gonna need to hold up against the peach, so I'm gonna have to go 4, I think.
Okay. So Monday, it felt like 115 here. I got in my
Jesus.
car. I realized, A, I have no air conditioning. B, I can't turn off the heat. C, the squirrels have fucking raided the engine compartment of my car and chewed up all the wiring.
Oh,
My
God.
dashboard looked like a Christmas tree. So I said, you know what? I'm giving this car to my nephew, and I'm going to go buy a new car. That's what I did.
Nice. What'd you buy?
Hyundai Venue.
Ooh.
Cheapest car I could find.
Yeah, but Hyundai's a solid brand. They make a good car. They're starting
This
to
thing's
get,
got all...
get
Sorry.
they're starting to get up there with the likes of Toyota and Nissan as far as how long they run.
It's got all the bells and whistles of a high-end car. You know, the heated seats, heated steering wheel, nice dashboard. You know, all the bells and whistles. So why not?
It's almost 9 o'clock. It's still 8. It feels like 88 degrees outside.
Oh, fuck me. I don't know how you live there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's probably fucking feeling like hot as fuck right now here too.
What is it here? Oh, man. Yeah, it's not far off. It's 78 here.
Oh fuck
Oh, it's
yeah!
only like 7. I think it dropped in temperature. I think the high today was like 72.
Oh, that's perfect.
We got a
Yeah, that
nice,
is
perfect
perfect.
cool off weather. Oh, it's 62 now, so it's actually dropped. And it's supposed to start raining here in a while.
Oh,
That's perfect weather for a motorcycle.
yeah,
Absolutely
that
perfect.
is.
Tomorrow's high is 69, 70, and then Friday 73. Then we get back into the 80s come Saturday, Sunday, but Saturday's low 80s, 82, which really isn't too bad.
I mean, no matter what, it beats winter, but I don't need to catch fire by walking outside.
It's like my favorite thing. It is.
Ooh, it has cooled
Yes,
off here.
so hibiscus at
74.
0.5%.
Currently 74, feels like 74, so that's good.
I feel like maybe this needs a touch of cream. Actually, no.
For your hibiscus cookie thing or whatever,
Yeah.
I usually add like a touch. Well, I put cream in everything. Just
That's
to
what
get
I
it-
was
just
thinking
in case
about.
it's like a little dry sometimes. Some
I think-
bakeries.
I'm gonna go a little vanilla cream.
The creme de vanilla. What the fuck do I want to vape? That's the question.
Okay, now. Okay, 5.67.
Hungry hippo. I haven't made any recipes that I haven't mixed. That happens sometimes.
Alright, that actually looks really good to me.
Did want to make this on fresh cotton.
And actually, you know what? I'm gonna throw a little apricot as well at that. because that brings a little extra juiciness. We'll go 0.5%.
Okay.
What's this again? If I have the proper fucking
Glycol.
flavors, I need to re-up.
0.99.
A couple flavors I need to re-up on, but 4th of July is coming up, so somebody's gonna have a sale, and I am a frugal motherfucker. You can call it cheap. I don't buy anything unless I'm getting some kind of fucking discount. Because websites don't have that put discount code here for no fucking reason. Just found one for a comic book site for 20% off. I was like, kind of on the fence about buying this Black Cat issue. It was Amazing Spider-Man #5. It's a Mike Mayhew's limited edition, 1,000 fucking prints of it. And I was like, you know what? If I could get it on sale, I'll buy it. 5 minutes of Googling, and I found a coupon code for 20% off. So, yeah, it's on the way.
Nice.
God bless.
That looks good to me.
Oh, God. Oh, God. How do I get to Lumi's house from here? This way.
The only people that are going to understand the name of this are golfers who know about this golf course. That looks fantastic to me. Although I could probably use a just. I don't know.
I'm not a golfer, but
I've
I've played a lot of golf games and watched a lot of golf.
I just did. I just did. Watch a video about one of the courses that they were at recently, like the history of it.
Are you
I like shit like that.
are you talking about where they
Sure.
just had the Open?
It was one of the ones for the Open. I don't know if it was the one that they were just at.
Oakmont
Yeah.
Country Club?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where the guy that owned it was like, you know what? People's balls laying there. Put a bunker.
That is one of the gnarliest golf courses in the world. And the guy who designed that, he was an amateur designer, only ever designed one course. That one.
Impressive.
And it's still used today. And they've made very, very minor changes to it. But the rough on that course is like 6 inches deep. It's fucking crazy.
They cut it in stages, so it starts on the green and it goes up 1/2 inch to 1 inch to another inch to 4 inches to 5 inches to 6, but the 6 is cut in a way that the ball will go all the way down to the dirt, so you have to get through 6-inch fucking grass to get to your ball. And that is just hell.
And the way that the fairways are laid out, they're very left to right undulating.
Yep.
So if your ball placement isn't right, good luck even finding your ball.
I just watched a video of like the PGA going over the history of why that golf course is still on the Open and why one of it's one of the worst courses ever.
Well,
I was like, wow.
It's also one of the toughest golf courses in the fucking world. I mean, at the end of 4
God
rounds
damn
of
it.
golf, the winning score, I think it was 3 under or
Take
2
this
under. I'd have to double check, but it was after. That means they played 72 holes of golf.
Yeah.
And the best score was -3 over the course of 72 holes. And that's cumulative over those 72. And those
Shit.
guys are fucking pros. That tells you how hard that golf course is. I wouldn't even attempt to play it. Because I'd have to bring like 3 dozen golf balls. And I don't got that kind of time or money to be thrown away.
I'd bring 3 dozen golf balls.
And I'd still probably have to stop at the turn and buy another dozen or 2.
And a bunch of anxiety medication.
You're telling me.
Gee, that sounds like fun.
For that course, yeah. Like, it was funny. Like, if you watch any of the highlights from the Open there were pros throwing clubs left and right. which
Oh,
is
shit.
fucking crazy. Because you see that occasionally where somebody will have a meltdown, but there was multiple meltdowns on that course.
Wow.
I don't get it.
Now, my favorite thing about the Open and the Masters, okay, is the fans screaming absurd bullshit. Mashed potatoes.
If you want absurd bullshit, you need to watch. It's in the beginning of the year down in Arizona. They have the Waste Management Open in Phoenix. And
That has to be
they
good.
have there's a par 3 where they put grandstands the whole entire way around the par 3, and it just gets filled with drunks doing crazy shit. And they boo.
So if
you hit a bad shot, they're booing you. You put it
I
close,
love
they're
that.
throwing beer, hole in ones. Fucking people are getting naked. It's crazy. And some of the just rowdiest fucking golf fans in the world is at that fucking one. I think it's what is it, hole 13 or 16? I think it's hole 16.
I just love the highlights at the end of like a couple months of the Open, and it's just like just the absurd things of history. A guy yelling, "Give me back my son!" Mashed potatoes. I love it. It's the best. That's just the best.
Oh, that's why I'm lagging.
That sounded very laggy. Even your microphone sounded very laggy.
My internet connection is unstable currently.
Uh-oh.
Here, if you go to this website that I just put in the chat out there, just watch the intro and it'll show you the fucking... There's videos of the fucking entirety of that par 3. And they got fucking DJs out there and shit. That never happens on a regular golf course. Just there. It's like a fucking stadium for that par 3.
That course is just for the golf bros.
Pretty much. And it's one of the first big events of the year because it's in February.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
There you go.
Like, you want some fun to watch? You can go on when that tournament is on. They have cameras that you can specifically watch with the commentary specifically from that hole for the entirety of the event. You don't even have to watch a different hole. That will give you all of the entertainment you need. I mean, the way they have it set up, it looks like a really narrow fucking baseball diamond with the way the stadium is set up.
Interesting.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like, you see grandstands at a lot of golf events, but not like that.
Not like that.
No.
That's absurd.
That's one of the few places that are on my bucket list to go. I just want to go to that hole and just watch like 5 or 6 people tee off and then immediately leave. Because I'm not crazy enough to deal with all that shit.
Yeah.
Slime's in the basement. Get out of here, fucker.
Yeah, I get the same impression from people that live to go ride their bikes through Tail of the Dragon. Fuck that. Like 287 sharp turns and 11 miles. I don't need that kind of aggravation. I want to go in a straight line.
Yeah, my cousin did it a couple of years ago, and he said, while it was a beautiful ride, it was a pain in the fucking ass. Because there's a ton of hairpins, and I was like, yeah, no.
And you always got to worry about that fucking moron in a Porsche that thinks he's on an F1 driver, comes racing around a hairpin right into your lane.
Fucking smacks you clean
I
off
don't
the
need
bike.
that.
I was watching some documentary on that, and there's some bar there where parts that fall off of bikes, they'll fucking nail to a tree or whatever out there.
Yeah, it's called a tree of shame.
Yeah, from people fucking laying her down or whatever. Like, yep, that makes sense. That adds up.
Jeez.
I don't need that kind of fucking worry in my mind. If you're gonna go ride,
Nope.
just go and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Like, that
You know
seems
what?
way too stressful.
I spent 99% of my time on my motorcycle in backcountry roads, 2 lanes, the middle of farms, like farm country, no worries, no traffic. And I just enjoy myself, just
Ooh.
relax.
The only thing you gotta worry about is an errant deer here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking things are dangerous.
But you only have to really
man.
worry about deer at dusk and dawn.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
you're not on the roads, then you should be fine.
Although, I have seen quite a few errant turkeys during the middle of the fucking day around here, which is crazy.
That's another story. Those fucking things are like squirrels now. They're everywhere.
Ugh. What, they don't fucking turkey hunt up there and cull the herd?
The fucking things are breeding like fucking rabbits. I'm on my way to work the other day. I saw like 15 of them running across a lawn.
Holy jeez.
Yeah.
And, they're not going to start shooting turkeys in the middle of a city.
Well,
I would.
Yeah.
down by RJ Vapes down there, the dang on pull out a gun, shoot a turkey. They don't give a fuck. No what?
Hell no, buddy. You're fucking. Again, that's what suppressors are for.
What's happening, Scoro? There is also the air guns too that you can get away with shooting it down. What is it? What is the Ed Gun Leshy or whatever?
Yep.
Or the Leshy, I forget what the hell it is. But they make one hell of a powerful fucking air gun that shoots up to, I think it said 45 or 50 caliber fucking pellets, which is
Yeah, a buddy of mine
crazy.
has it. You could take out a deer with it.
Yeah,
It's got an air tank about this big on it.
Yeah.
Those things are absurd. And like the tech for them is just getting better and better because now they've made like adapters to where you can put a bike pump up to it and sit there and just
I'm not lie.
pump that bitch up and go at it.
There's a channel on YouTube that is one of my, I'll say, it's a slightly fucking, it's like a secret love on YouTube. It's called the Ed Gun Leshy channel. And all that dude does is educational, and I put air quotes out there.
Is he the guy that shoots like squirrels and shit?
Oh
in the
yeah.
tree?
Just fucking blows the tops off their heads and shit.
Yeah.
It's like a dirty little secret you don't want anybody to know you enjoy, but goddamn, those videos are great.
It's entertaining as shit, yeah.
Especially when he goes in, he's in friends with all these companies that make things like the fucking little, where they've got the what the hell is it? That little exploding shit in the tips.
Yep. Yeah.
Tannerite.
Yeah, it got tannerite loaded pellets. So as soon as it hits, fucking kapow! I see skull fragments coming off of squirrels and chipmunks and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, that stuff's crazy. That stuff is
All
wild.
things that he does in town, in his backyard.
On like 3 different trees too, which is absurd.
Fucking bottle.
It's like definitely a hidden secret that every once in a while I'll go down that rabbit hole. I usually wait every couple of months so I can watch like 3 or 4 or 5 videos in a row. Oh, but yes, I did put that recipe out there if anybody wanted to look at it. Forgot to mention that. I didn't put it out
After
there.
I make mine, I'm gonna take a look at it.
I went 4% cap sugar cookie, 1% cookie butter, 3% peach pie and cream, because I don't get a lot of pie out of that, 3% VSO peach, 0.5% apricot, 0.5% of hibiscus, and 1% of VSO vanilla cream.
Where's the
Nice.
super sweet, you monster?
Oh, fuck. Add it to your goddamn yourself. My bad.
You monster.
Sweetened to
You
taste.
goddamn heathen.
Here, wait a minute. Hang on. Let me fix this.
You monster.
Sweeten the taste.
I don't accept anything less than
Comment.
5% super.
There you
sweet.
go. It's in the comments now. Sweeten to taste. Since I am that monster. Yeah, probably 0.5% super sweet will do you.
This I have left.
Unless you're Adam, then you probably need like 4% of super sweet. Yeah.
No, I never go above 1. Ever. It's rare. Yeah, no, I haven't made one that required anything. Otherwise, it's just like, ugh, I can't vape it for more than a couple minutes.
Dude, you need to reset your fucking router so bad.
Yeah.
Say you're going robo, Adam.
Motherfucker.
Maybe that new plan you got not so good.
It was when it started. Actually, I need to do a restart on my router just to make sure that it stays running smoothly. Because I like to do it every couple of weeks just to make sure shit's doing what it's supposed to. But then again,
Yeah,
I also haven't noticed any fucking hiccup since I moved to fiber,
Oh, you won't.
which is crazy.
On fiber, you almost don't need to reset your router. You need to reset it maybe once every couple of months.
Yeah, and it's cheap too. Gig up, gig down, $62 a month.
fuck me. You
Why,
guys
like
get
that?
such deals down there.
Yeah, like between that and my
I've-
cell phone service, I'm paying less than $200 a month.
Who's your provider? You go with Verizon? Or
No,
who?
it's AT&T fiber, which is crazy. Because I've heard a lot of horror stories about them, but they've been fantastic in my area.
For years, we are one of those horror stories. I had AT&T for a decade and a half, and I had AT&T fiber for 4 years. Nothing but fucking headaches.
We've had
Yeah,
no headaches at all.
I have Verizon down here, and it's 50 and 5, and I pay $75.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, not at all. But
Cause don't get
I
me
also had
wrong,
to pay
I'd
'em to-
love to have Verizon Fios fiber, but they're not in
Oh,
our
yeah.
fucking area.
yeah, that's what I got. That's
Well,
what I
I'm waiting
got. I
for
fucking love
Google
that shit.
I'm waiting for Google to start moving down to southern Missouri because they started their Google fiber in Kansas City, and that shit was like
Ooh.
100 gig up, like 100 gig up, 10 gig down for like $85 a month.
That's not bad at all.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's stupid good. I was like, just bring it down this way a little
I
bit.
didn't-
We're only a couple hundred miles south.
I didn't even know that they were doing their own internet service. That's pretty cool.
They were one of the first ones to do residential fiber. They started Google Fiber with the first residential gig up, gig down for like
Huh.
$75.
I didn't know
a month.
that.
They based it out of KC. That's their
Oh,
like,
that might be-
testing
that might be
platform
why.
for all their high speed internet shit. So
Granted,
That might be
hoping it
why.
makes its way here soon.
I'm still trying to figure out how to blow a gig of bandwidth because I have not been able to do it.
Yeah,
Let me come over.
you just don't have enough shit going at the same time.
Ju-
Yeah.
3 TVs running at the same time, my kid's iPad, his computer, my computer, the missus' computer, our phones. Fucking, what is there? There's 2 Alexas in the house. We've had everything running shit just to see if I could
Add a dozen
fucking
more-
slow it down.
Add a dozen 1080 cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might do it.
It'll chop your bandwidth down pretty quick.
Yeah, because I mean, fucking, I had shit streaming on every device and Liam playing
I've
games.
usually got the TV going. Holds my computers. The wife's got her TV plus her tablet, her phone, her computer, both the Xboxes, all the fucking cameras and shit going, and I can still generally pull 750, 800 down, no problem.
I mean, I've given her too as much as I possibly can. Like anything that I know is going to chew up a lot of bandwidth, I've given it a go. Streaming, fucking, it didn't matter. It just didn't seem. But that also may be because there might not be a lot of people who took the fiber deal in the area, which
Oh yeah, that's
dumb on
that's a
them.
good point.
Dumb on them because fucking Spectrum was absolutely garbage. Well, those guys can go just fuck up a rope. Not to mention, when I made the switch from them to come over here, tell me why it took me a fucking hour for them to go ahead and cancel my service. A goddamn hour I was on the phone with them. I'm like, all I need you to do is cut off the fucking shit, and I will go drop your fucking thing off to you, and they can send it back to you so you can waste somebody else's money. Well, what can we do to keep you to stay? There's nothing unless you've got fiber coming directly into my house. Well, technically we've got fiber to the pole. Okay, well then, run the fiber into my house. Well, we can't do that. Well, then you can't keep me. Well, we can get you, what'd they say? We can get you 500 up, 500 down for $80 a month. I was like, I'm going to be paying less than that for a gig. Go fuck yourselves. I fucking hate Spectrum. They were nothing but problems.
Spectrum was fucking worse.
I had to use them because that was the only thing in my area that was worth the damn.
Yep.
Like, I could have gotten fucking... They're like, well, the only other options you had was... What was it? Some fucking...
Like Breeze Line or some horse shit.
Yeah, it was something fucking terrible where you're only getting, like, maybe 50 meg service.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that ain't gonna fucking cut it here. What's funny is I still have Spectrum for my job right now, but they pay for that internet, which I'm wondering how long that's gonna last before it actually gets cut off. I'm gonna leave my computer connected to it until it actually cuts off one day, and we'll see how long they actually keep paying for it while I'm not working for them. But if they actually cut it off next week, Monday, that'll be funny that they actually did their due diligence, which would be kind of weird. I think you're muted, Meter. Or something, because I didn't hear you at all.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you got no
Everybody's
microphone.
Everybody has issues today. What the fuck is going on, dude? I swear to God, this is bullshit.
Testes,
Cannot
testes.
I cannot get upload speed at all.
System says it's working.
Now it's working.
There it goes.
There we go.
There it
What
goes.
the fuck? It wasn't even registering the inputs. What the fuck, Zoom? Dirty whore.
Well, did your Zoom update too to where it's got that gray background in it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't like
That
it
was
either.
Zoom-
I gotta
Zoom
figure out a way
workplace
to.
shit.
I gotta figure out a way to change that.
Yeah. Not happy with that at all.
No,
Your-
'cause
your
it
Zoom-
looks like shit as you're streaming it.
It looks off.
Yeah, it's very off-putting.
The fuck is this possible?
Oh shit, Andy's on his back. Oh shit.
Oh, that's right. BJJ1 is
Download
on
80
YouTube
megabits
right
per
now.
second. Upload
Yeah, Andy
0.40.
Morella versus Andrew Tackett for the fucking inaugural 170-pound belt. It's not often that Andy Morella gets put on his ass, but he's there and he's in trouble right now.
I would be watching it, but you know, we're here.
I have to multitask.
I don't have to. I don't even worry about it. To be honest, I'm not all that worried about it right now either. In fact, it's crazy. I have not watched one of the embeddeds for this week.
I haven't either. I've got them all queued up to watch later tonight.
Yeah, I'll probably do it tomorrow, but that's because it's going to be raining and I won't have shit else to do because I snuck out, like today I was able to sneak out in the garden, get the last of our plants planted, and after that, I was like, nope, I ain't got shit to do tomorrow. I do have to run to my parents' house on Saturday morning, though, because I got to go pick up a whole bunch of deck boards. Because they're having their deck replaced with those permanent, like, plastic deck boards or whatever the fuck they are.
The
Oh, those composite ones, yeah. There you go.
composite boards, yeah.
That's the word I was looking for. I couldn't think of it. Apparently I'm tired.
Oh, shit.
So I'm going to go pick up all their old ones and just use it for fucking landscaping around the yard. Because I'm like, it's not going to... fucking those treated deck cedar boards that they had on
Andy,
there
just
before. Those will last
Fucking
forever.
A. Hackett just got him rear naked choke. Took his back, sank it in 2 seconds, and Andy had to tap. Son of a bitch.
That's exciting.
Andrew Tackett's the inaugural 170-pound UFC BJJ champion. No shit. And he choked out Andy Varela to do it. No shit. Well, Mike, you better fucking step up and do it now, because it's all on him. Wow.
If Mikey loses, I'd be pretty surprised.
I would as well, but Gabrielle is fucking strong.
Yeah, but fucking
Mikey's good,
Mikey's
but he's
just
a skinny little
sneaky as
dude.
shit, though.
He is, man. That motherfucker pulls shit out of nowhere.
Well,
He's
and
a
he's
magician. And
he's
this
been
pit
against
is a
strong motherfuckers too, though. When he was over and won.
This pit is a little bit different, though, man.
Well, yeah, because it's got those fucking.
Bellamere. Yeah, Bellamere used the pit earlier to fucking push off and keep the chick she was working on fucking grounded and planted down. Even fucking Dean Thomas was like, she is on her tiptoes, just walking off the wall, pushing that bitch down into the fucking canyon.
Well, yeah, because they set that pit up similar to like Karate Combat, where it's got those fucking sliding walls where.
The sloped walls all the way around, yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
isn't it the
pretty
same
neat.
style pit that CGI did too?
CJI started it.
Yeah.
Karate Combat took it from CJI. That's why Craig Jones put out a video that said "fuck the UFC" this week, because they took his pit design, they took his rule set, and they put into their contracts for UFC BJJ. Anybody that's under UFC contract cannot compete or even work for or attend CJI. Yeah, Dana's in his fucking feelings. That's what this is about.
Or so he's being petty again.
Oh yeah, Dana's being a little bitch in the jiu-jitsu world now.
Well, yeah, because he realizes, oh fuck, those guys are offering $1 million a whack.
I was gonna say $1 million fucking cash money. Yeah, the people are there. The talent is there. The money is there. Yeah, jiu-jitsu is making a fucking legitimate comeback. It's awesome that guys like Mikey are pushing it to make sure that it's fucking clean too. Get assholes like Gary and fucking Leo out of the fucking sport.
Oh, speaking of crazy, you see the Liver King gets arrested for making threats to Joe Rogan. I'm not
Flew
gonna.
to Austin.
I know. What was craziest part about that is I'm like, how did Joe not just respond and say, "Come on down to the gym, let's fucking do it"? Because Joe
'Cause
would
he knows
mop
that
the
that dude's
floor with him.
crazy.
He'd mop the
'Cause that
floor
dude
with
is
him though.
Crazy though, yeah. There's no telling if that dude's actually gonna show up fair or show up with a fucking bomb vest on. That crazy crackhead.
Yeah.
You see the videos that he posted?
Oh yeah.
Crawling on the ground, talking to his camera and shit. Like that dude is a few needles short of a full steroid pack.
Yeah, he's definitely something fucking wild. I'm like, you know damn well, as long as he didn't show up with a fucking bomb strapped to his vest or a gun, Joe Rogan would
Right.
mop the floor with him. I mean, the dude has legitimate stand-up skills and a
Oh yeah.
black belt in legitimate fucking jiu-jitsu. From 10th
I mean,
Planet.
even if he showed up with a gun, I'm pretty sure Joe is much better with a bow and can
Right.
drop him quicker than he
Yeah,
could
I'm
pull a
sure
gun.
Joe has enough guns and fucking bows at his house with the archery range that he built in that he could handle any situation, but not letting it get to that where his kids are. I
Yeah.
also get like, you're coming to Texas, cool. Somebody come get this fucker before my kids see me shoot him.
Get him at the airport.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or at the Howard Johnson Inn where they got him.
I'm
Fucking
sure
crackhead.
someone's watching him.
Oh yeah, yeah. The second he landed, somebody was watching his ass. I have no doubt.
Of all the places you go to stay at the HJ, ugh.
Right while you're actively making videos, like, come on, dude. You really think you're gonna be sneaky?
There's some better places to stay if you're gonna do some shit like that.
Right. Yeah, that dude is fucking Looney Tunes.
Wonder how long he's gonna sit for before they.
I'm pretty sure he bonded out this afternoon.
And bonded out. Did they make him leave the state of Texas? As they should have done.
Where did the thing go? He was released on a $20,000 bond along with instructions that he has to stay at least 200 yards away from Rogan and his family and his residence and place of business. And he's also not allowed to possess any firearms, and he must undergo a mental health evaluation within 7 days of release or be returned to jail.
Good
Court
luck.
mandated psyche bell. Yeah, they're not playing with this motherfucker. They're
Well,
like,
it's-
you want to show us that you're crazy? We'll stamp it. We'll send you in the fucking rubber room, baby.
Well, all it is the
Rubber room.
dude is roided out of his fucking mind. Because everybody knows
it's
it's not
roid.
liver. I mean, yeah, he went on that big whole I can become internet famous by telling everybody it's fucking liver. And you all fucking know. There's a reason why he act crazy. It's because he's roided out of his gourd.
That's
I
part of
mean-
the article is that the dude was getting 12 grand in steroids every month sent straight to his house. It
Yeah,
ain't
I mean,
liver that's giving you those
liver-
results, my dude.
Liver and bull balls, dude.
Right? Liver and D-ball. Fuck.
I mean,
Little
There's
fucking
much
breakfast sausage and EPO in the morning.
there's much better roided out people to watch online anyways. I'm just saying your arms better be fucking swole.
Right?
Fucking hell. Craziness. Is maybe it's because I haven't been listening to fucking Joe Rogan lately. I don't know. How the fuck did that all come about? What the fuck happened there?
He just literally snapped. Like one day he challenged Rogan to a fight and Rogan didn't acknowledge it. And it like set the switch off. So now he's obsessed with it and he started doing like a thing a day and then he started doing like multiple things a day and then he flew to fucking Austin.
Well, if that's the
For some
case,
reason
you...
in his head. Yeah.
I mean, if
I
you're
gotta-
gonna do that, you can't fucking just... It's all good and dandy as long as you don't act on what you're saying. Once you
Right.
act on what you're saying, that's where they fucking will get you. Now, you could have stayed wherever the fuck you were and said whatever the fuck you wanted, because there's freedom of speech involved.
Well, you know damn well with Rogan, all you would have had to do was say, hey Rogan, let's do a sparring match for charity.
Done.
Yeah. It would
Not
have been
only
that
is
hard.
he in, but he's going to bring you $100 million to give to whatever charity you're setting up. You're going to get your fight and money for a good cause. But no, you got to be fucking crazy and stupid.
I gotta get up out of here. I'm getting yelled at that the missus cooked dinner.
I'll go eat dinner. Catch you later,
She
brother.
made steak.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fucking old Susie Hightower over there in his goddamn steak.
Right? Well, he was in Texas, so.
I may be slightly jealous there. That's alright. Mrs. made cheeseburger wraps tonight, which was nice. Something a little different. Fucking grilled them up so they look like fucking chimichangas.
Hell yeah.
Yesterday, we were
Oh,
fucking
we'll be
lazy and
back.
ordered pizzas.
Don't get too excited. It's still fucked.
oh.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm still a robot, right?
No.
It's gonna. I'm watching the signal bars just go down and up and up and down. It's like something fishy. At least I can finish my
What
research.
did you use? You said you speed tested it earlier, right?
Yeah, it's like the downloads are fine, the uploads are shit.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Can
I
you
just
check your
restarted the whole-
usage and see maybe they're restricting your bandwidth?
Only had it for like a week.
Uh-huh.
Registered and set up.
Cost the fuck out of somebody. Bitch, I just started paying for this. You better fix
I
my
looked
shit.
at the app and everything's good except that I'm just not connecting properly. I don't know what it is.
Which reminds me, I need to go. Does anybody have a line on a really good fucking range extender for your Wi-Fi?
Oh no.
At one point I had a Linksys that worked pretty decently until they started updating firmware for it and pretty much bricked it. I haven't been able to find a reliable one since because we need one as well for the second story for the backyard.
Yeah, that's what I need, because I know once the company I currently work for cuts off the fucking internet here, My Wi-Fi in my office is spotty at best. Because, well, there's fucking 2 doors between here and where the router is in the living room. And it's even spotty in my bedroom, which isn't that far, but it's just because I think part of this house is so fucking old that it doesn't have your standard fucking like drywall in here. It's got plaster, so that shit don't go through plaster.
That's exactly what our problem is that there is no drywall in this house. It is all 1900s plaster, like early 1900s plaster, thick ass walls.
What's crazy is when you go down to my basement, you can tell it's the old horsehair plaster where they would weave the horsehair into it, because you can see some of the hairs sticking out of the fucking wall when you're walking down into the basement. Yeah.
Yep.
It's cool because I mean the shit is solid as a fucking rock.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say try hanging something on the fucking wall. Good luck. Like you better find the stud. You better pre-drill because good fucking luck anyways. But yeah.
When I hung the TVs in the house, I'm in there with the fucking stud finder, going over it and marking it in like 6 different places just to make sure I'm on a fucking stud, and because it's got all the slats behind it where they plaster everything onto the slats. So sometimes the stud finder wasn't quite right, and I'm like, I'm not risking my fucking 68-inch TV or whatever the fuck that is in the living room.
Hanging the fucking grow lights for the wife in her fucking terrarium fucking room in the front of the house. Trying to fucking make sure that I'm actually on a fucking stud in the ceiling to hang a fucking 35-pound light from that I don't want to fucking trust and plaster alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nerve-wracking to say the least.
Makes for a good time. Makes you very nervous about what the fuck you're putting on the walls.
Makes you pay attention, yes. Yeah, there's no throwing something up willy-nilly. You gotta know what the fuck you're doing and actively be watching while you do it versus shit, yeah.
You can't hang anything up on the walls here. It's all aluminum stud and thin, really thin chipak.
What the fuck? You said aluminum studs?
Yeah.
What the fuck do you have aluminum studs for?
My building used to be my condo complex used to be a grocery store and a bowling alley. So it's a cement outer structure,
exterior.
cement floors. But then the condo units themselves are like fucking basically office cubicles.
Gotcha.
That makes more sense then.
They did something like that in Mall of America too. They took some of the stores in the backside of the mall that weren't performing and they turned them into residential fucking condos and shit.
Oh, Adam, you're supposed to be on cinnamon mixing duty by the looks of it.
Oh shit! Yeah, I got her message like from a day ago, like way late, because fucking indie people like to fucking leave me thousands and thousands of fucking messages and texts trying to get my social security number so I can learn about the new Medicare benefits that I didn't know I qualified for. Even I don't care.
He's walking out to the pit now. Go.
Just need to figure out a day I can get there, Socorro. Sunday, perhaps? I know it's like a while. Went to do some shit over the weekend that I'd rather not talk about in public, but some shit happened and crazy.
What's everyone doing for July 4th?
No, I'm not doing anything, so.
Same thing I'm gonna be doing July 3rd and July 5th.
Yeah, smoking weed.
Videos, watching fights.
Let's see.
I might go outside to watch some fireworks.
Oh, it's on a fucking Friday? I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna barbecue and drink whiskey. And then do some really irresponsible shit while I'm drunk. Because, you know, that's the most American thing you can fucking do on the July 4th. Get drunk, light off fireworks in the city that you probably shouldn't have anywhere near the city. And that'll be the same with everybody else on here. And to be honest, I'm surprised I've not heard any fucking fireworks yet this week. Because they usually start early, and they'll go for a couple weeks afterwards.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm very surprised they haven't been going off here yet either. I'm sure by this weekend it's gonna go ape shit, but it's been relatively quiet this week so far.
Oh, they're slacking. You don't have enough Mexican people in your neighborhoods, I guess.
No, most of the people that would be buying all those fireworks are still cleaning trees up out of their fucking yard right now.
It's fucking like literally a war zone every night here already.
It's gonna
Really?
be fun to see how
Yes, they start early.
be fun to see how the dog reacts to it. Although we've had a couple of decent thunderstorms here, he hasn't reacted to thunder. So I'm like, well, maybe you're just that dog that doesn't react to loud noises, and I don't have to fucking worry about it.
No. My cat set up a bunker in the bedroom. Fireworks the other night, man, they all scattered.
I don't give a
Boys.
shit unless it's like a mortar that blows up like right over my fucking house, but usually they're pretty chill about it.
Yeah, one of my neighbor's dogs just can't handle it. And I feel bad, and they're like, don't worry about it. Like, we get it, it's 4th of July, people are gonna do it. In fact, I've got a ton of firecrackers left over from last year, and a bunch of other shit for the kids to play with. But yeah,
I don't want to turn my camera on because I feel like it's gonna eat up all my bandwidth.
At some point, I do gotta make a run to the fireworks depot that's over here in town. And I'm not talking about one of those roadside fuckers. There's a legitimate fireworks place that's here in town. It's like, I forget how many square feet the fucking building is, but it's fucking massive. So that'll be interesting. Oh, that's right. And that reminds me, next week I have a short week. That's sweet. Get Friday off. What a way to start with your new company. You only work 4 days.
Nice.
Funny is that they wanted to do the changeover on July 1st, but they're like, well, it'd be too much of a pain in the ass with payroll, because then you get a partial paycheck from United Healthcare and then a partial paycheck from this. So we're just going to do it on the 30th. All right. Whatever. Don't care. As long as I get paid.
Roomy bread.
Oh yeah, this is what I made. It's my clone of Butterscotch Reserve from Glass.
Nice.
It's butterscotch from Flavor West at 2, butterscotch purple from Flavor West at 2, caramel candy from TPA at a half, ice cream vanilla SSA at 2, ROI4 double from TPA at 5, shisha vanilla at 1, and sweetened to your liking. I use Flavor West because I have a bunch of it and I don't really use it that much.
Nice.
I
Sounds good.
imagine this is going to taste good. Even
Put
off
a
of the
link in the
shizzy.
chat.
I don't know if I can do that. Let's think about that. Hold on, I want to wick it. I've been vaping off too long all fucking day, and it's nice, but it's kind of making me a little insane. Because I want to blow a big old sick cloud.
Can understand that. Yeah,
You can blow clouds with this though. Watch this.
They're just not the
Little
same.
pod.
What fucking pot is that?
The Novo 4.
Nice.
Yeah. It's like a fucking beast when you want it to. That's 18 milligram too. I don't recommend that.
Yeah, no. I don't even think in pods I wouldn't go that high. I made that mistake when pods were first making their big scene, like, what was it? And they were starting to do salt nicking pods. And somebody fucking gave me a bottle of some salt pod, some pod salt nick mix.
That shit hit different though. That's why.
It was at fucking. I think it was when I was one of the trips to Detroit. But I remember filling up the original Soren Air with one.
Oh yeah, is that the credit card one or was? That
It was a little square credit card one. The other one that looked like a raindrop was the Soren
I was
Drop.
kind of wanted one of those.
Oh, dude, they were thin as
Drop.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that thing was this thick and about the size of a credit card.
Yeah,
So
I remember
it
looking
was
really
little.
cool.
It was a great device for what it was. I remember putting it in that fucking thing, and what was it? It was like, I forget how many milligram it was, But I fucking took one rip off it, and I was like, nope, we are emptying this tank, changing the coil right fucking now. Coughed my goddamn lungs out because the nicotine was so high. I was like, nope, we're just going to use regular Nic products in there. Fuck that nonsense.
Salts hit hard.
Yeah, because I think, what was it? It was like 30
I mean,
some
salt's supposed to be smoother, but I find like
See, I get it's smoother going in, like on the throat, but like the fucking punch you get from it, like the physical body manifestation of the nicotine is like, it's more so, I think, and they did that on purpose because it's supposed to mimic a cigarette, but it's like the fastest acting cigarette of all time.
Well, yeah, because salt nic was invented to be used in tobacco.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's where it came from.
I had no idea its origin. Interesting. Fucked up.
Yeah, that little Soren Arrow was a great device at the time. Good luck finding a coil for that son of a bitch now. I'm sure they probably still make them, but
there's a couple
that's
of
the problem with
pod sites I still use that have like, they keep older shit in stock still, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, you kind of out of luck if you can't get a replacement coil.
yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna lie, there was a long period where I was hoping a lot of those types of pods were actually gonna do a pretty strong portion of the business. And they just did not end up going that way. It went the way of disposables, which unfortunately, those are on the hit list come July 1st, so there's going to be a lot of people who made the switch on those, and they're going to go right back to fucking cigarettes.
Yep. Or
I'll fucking choke Ed out if he fucking goes back to smoking.
Granted,
Literally choke him to death.
They're going to put something to that effect, but that's not going to stop a lot of these stores from selling the shit. I guarantee it.
Up here, man, there's so many places you can get disposables, and they're not even they're not legal anymore. And you go to any corner store and ask them, it comes out from under the counter.
Yeah, to be honest,
brick and mortar here by my house told me that there's one company called TXR that has moved their manufacturing facility to Northern California. So they will be the only ones allowed to be distributed because they are made and distributed all from within the U.S. But everything that's coming from export-wise is nixed. Like, apparently they've already had trouble ordering Geek Bar replacements from the fucking brick and mortar shop because the tariff shit's starting to kick in and the July 1st deadline is hanging loose and nobody's wanting to fuck around. So apparently this TXR is already starting to ship out cheaper than everybody else because they're U.S. based and they know they're going to be the only legal option.
And the shitty thing is I wish there was more options out there. Like, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of people who hate on the fucking disposables. Guess what? Any disposable is better than any combustible. Period.
Yeah. Disposable's still better than a fucking cigarette. Absolutely. Hands down, no questions asked.
Anybody who says otherwise can suck a fucking dick. I'll say.
Absolutely agree.
The only problem for me
into that.
The problem for me with those disposables is I can never find a flavor I like. Everything's ice. Everything is. I've yet to find a flavor I would buy in disposable. So I'd be kind of fucked, but that doesn't matter. I've got enough equipment. I make my own juice, so I'm fine. Make my own coils.
And that's the thing is, anybody who can do it themselves is fine, but for those that can't and don't know how or just don't want to take the time to figure that shit out, they'll just go, fuck it. Marlboro Reds, fucking box, let's go.
Gross.
Or, those are $10 a pack here now? Oh, well, then I guess we'll just go get a cheap pack of fucking... You can't even say Pall Malls anymore, because Pall Malls are fucking up there, if I'm not mistaken. It'd be some fucking weird, what is it, native something or another, whatever the fuck they are. I don't know.
That's what I did for American like 10 years.
There you go, that's it, the American Spirit ones.
Spirits, yeah.
There's also one that's called Native something or another that I've seen around here, too. I don't know. There's so many fucking cheap brands of cigarettes now, and I say cheap very loosely because even the cheap ones are like $6-7 a pack.
Fuck that.
When I quit, I was paying $2 a pop.
Yeah.
Spend a fucking nickel to vape.
Oh, fuck all.
But I mean, if you comparing vaping to cigarettes, man, fuck. Cigarettes is such a fucking loser. You know? It's just
Oh yeah. To be honest, I'm more worried if they remove all of these options. Like the missus, she has no yearning to try anything that I make. She doesn't want anything to do with any of that. She's like, I'll get it in a pod. That's it. So if I can't get her those anymore, I'm afraid she'll make that switch back, or she's gonna be a really ornery bitch for quite some time until
That's
she
why
goes.
you get her one of these little Novo 4s,
Yeah.
and then you just buy
Get her
her
that.
some salt nicotine juice from one of these sites that I use that like basically gives it away.
Yeah, the problem is trying to find something she likes, because even
Oh, dude, they have
going the pod route, it
everything
was
on
hard to find shit that she likes. Or the disposable
They
was
had-
hard to find something she liked.
A lot of options.
In fact,
I hope though. Sorry.
the only reason she even made the switch was one night she was out gardening, fucking ran out of cigarettes, and I'd been drinking, she'd been drinking. I was like, I'm not driving anywhere to get you those. She goes, she took one of my fucking devices just so she could get some nicotine. She goes, that's a little too harsh. They need something that's like where you don't have to suck so hard. I'm like, okay, you're looking for a little mouth-to-lung device. Let me go pick up. Next day, I went and picked up a couple of pods for her to try, and that was just enough. And she made the switch, and then I was like, oh, sweet, because she's been cigarette-free for well over a year now. So, but come July 1st, if that shit goes away, which I'm not gonna lie, I highly doubt that it's gonna go away, because at this point it's too ingrained. So you're gonna have to do some really tough shit, like you're gonna try to pull the whole abolish fucking vaping. How'd that work out for alcohol back in the day? It didn't.
They already tried it with vaping ones too, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
2013, man.
August 8th, 2015.
And then,
Government's
yeah, and then the
never
August 8th as
fucking-
well. Yeah, the 2015 run too.
Can't forget that one because that was my
Yeah.
fucking birthday.
Gonna say your birthday year, yeah.
Really,
Yeah,
guys? Come on.
They tried a big push in 2013, and then they tried the August 8th shit in 2015, and neither one of those fucking worked either.
Ironically,
What?
that's the birthday when I shifted to sub-ohm vaping. I was a mouth-to-lung vapor exclusively until that summer. So it's very weird.
Ironically,
They
that's
just never learn. Prohibition didn't work. What you think it's gonna work now?
Right.
Yeah,
Magically,
right.
now it's gonna go over. Yeah.
yeah, you're gonna stop a bunch of adults from doing whatever the fuck they want. I think not.
Right. Yeah. Good luck telling adults with disposable income what they can and can't do with their disposable income that isn't hurting anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we're paying taxes on it that you're taking anyways.
Right. Oh shit, Mikey's in the leg again.
The problem is,
There it is.
for me, is it's
Like you
harder
just
and
got 'em.
harder to get hardware now.
Yeah, it is. You even if like going into a local brick and mortar, you can't. There's no.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like
Dude,
there,
now
I
everything
saw.
online at this point.
There's one place around here that I've seen that has some stuff, but it's all older shit.
Yep. Whatever they got left.
Yeah.
The place that used to carry shit like that here just closed down like 3 weeks ago. Like there isn't any brick and mortar now that you can go to get actual parts for a real fucking vape anymore here in this town.
No, and if you can, they're selling like one of the stores still was selling TFE. Was it like TFE 12s and the coils for the TFE 12s? Like that shit's like, what was that, 2016 fucking
17 coils, yeah.
16, 17? But they're still selling them. Like,
That's well, the only competitor that this place had in town that kept somewhat of an actual supply of real parts last month closed down their vape shop completely and became a dispensary.
so in other words, the people that owned that were going where the money was. It was never about the product.
They literally went from the Springfield Vapor Store to Springfield Cannabis.
You know, you can't really blame them.
At this
you
point,
really
dispensaries are getting no pushback around here whatsoever, and they're
That's
still
right.
cracking on vape stores like they're selling crack.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I get it, man. Every fucking gas station and grocery store is selling fucking disposables now. There's no real market for the hobbyist vapor as much.
No. I think that kind of died off. Like, it was probably 2018 is when it started to really die off around here.
Right before COVID, yeah.
You know, I figure probably in 5 years when all my mods finally fucking just don't work anymore, I'll be exclusively mechanical. I have no choice.
Yep.
Yeah.
At least you know those aren't going to break. You put a battery in it, call it a day.
Metal tube, yeah. Exactly. There's no moving parts to worry about with a metal tube and a contact connect. Yeah, that's the nice thing about having a decent fucking steady supply of mechanicals is that if everything else goes to shit and they don't want to let you get fucking parts anymore, my metal tubes will always make a battery connect.
And you can now go on to Kennedy Tactical and get yourself a tactical flashlight.
Right.
Or a
Get yourself
tactical...
a 510 connector welder.
Yep. I love how they did that. That was fucking smart.
That's so fucking good. Yeah. That's
Downside,
so
they're
good.
still just as expensive as they fucking were
I was
before.
gonna say the only thing that sucks is that they didn't drop the price any.
Because they have some beautiful mechanical mods. They really do.
Yes, they do. Those guys
And
know how to fucking
even
machine tubes,
the
man.
fucking Kennedy Atomizer was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, one of the better built fucking bottom airflows that you can get your hands on.
And but even all of it on that website is fucking expensive. It's funny is my brother-in-law, he's just strictly a mechanical guy. He's always been a strictly mechanical. He was Death Wish and Kennedy, and then he was mad when Kennedy went out of business because he wanted to buy a couple more. Then when he found out they had the tactical side, he said, "Oh shit!" And my sister yelled at him because he spent $1,800 on fucking a couple of mechanical mods, and
it's real easy to dump a couple hundo on that Kennedy site, man.
Oh, yeah.
Real easy.
it's like I think I've still got a fucking Dreamer around here somewhere, and that was a solid one.
Yep.
Then I know I've
I
got
just bought a Dreamer a couple times.
that's a really
Round to it.
it also helped that there was fucking always had fucking Tenacious around when he was still on the fucking interwebs.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the fuck happened to that dude.
Same question about a lot of people
Yeah.
who are in the vaping scene.
Well, yeah, like even Brian. Fucking, I mean, he came up
See?
with the fucking drop, so I mean,
I want to say Tenacious went on to do something else in production. I think he shifted his production line from vape to like some type of normal commercial production shit.
well, good on him. At least he
'Cause
keep an
listen,
income
at
coming
that
into
point,
his
he
house.
got all the shit to do it. Yeah, why not, man?
Yeah.
Like, where's J-Bo?
Probably living happily in China somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere probably in China. He's got a
That dude's
little
probably
Chinese
got a
wife.
fucking penthouse condo in fucking Shenzhen. Yeah, that
I
dude's probably
hope
not worried about it.
He was smart with the money he made.
Well, I'm betting he's still over there consulting, even if not. You know, they're
Oh,
not
yeah.
slowing down.
I
They're
would
just not
hope,
shipping
though.
stuff here anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's not being shipped to other parts of the fucking world.
Yeah,
I mean-
they're still making it. They're still rocking it out over there. They just don't send it here no more. So I'm sure he could get a consulting gig over there in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, because there was a
That
lot
dude
of
helped
those
shape
guys.
Vaping. That dude literally helped shape vaping in the early fucking 2010s.
What was that other fucking crazy dude? There was another crazy guy, and I'm not talking about fucking Dum Dum.
Crazy dude?
Yeah, there was a crazy motherfucker. that was doing
Indoor smokers?
Yeah, that was him. That dude was fucking
Hey
wild.
guys, what's up? Indoor smokers here, guys. We're gonna hit this until it fucking owes us money.
Dude, he was fucking wild.
Yeah, I liked him. He was funny.
I just watched his
Transitioned out
videos.
of vaping into weed.
You know, that doesn't
Yeah,
seem
and
like
then
a
he
far
used to
stretch
the
for him.
fucking weed pen until he would turn red and die
I was
on
he
fucking
would literally
camera.
do blinkers on camera, yeah, and kill himself, go tomato red
Yep.
to show off the shit he was doing, yeah.
Passing the fuck out.
Greening out for a video,
Yeah,
yeah.
blinkers straight up. Yeah.
You know, that doesn't seem like that far of a stretch for that dude. I think
This is good.
Yeah, it seems like a natural evolution, yeah.
he had one of those personalities. It's where is it the most next extreme thing I can do?
Yep. Yeah, no doubt.
Alright, I might actually bump the RY4 double up to 6 in this. Other than that, this is good.
And that right there is why you never see him post any goddamn recipes. I think I'll come back to this in like 2 years, change the percentage, and it'll be good.
Oh, yeah. Incentive to watch your show.
Quick, take a screenshot, send it to Dave.
Oh, there. Now you see it, now you don't. Oh.
Says, God damn it. Dave's gonna reach to the computer and slap the shit out of you.
Also, as you can see, I originally conceptualized it on Sunday just because I wanted to get the flavors in there, but I had them all at 1%. Just because I knew I wanted these flavors in it. Because I was looking at the ingredients in Butterscotch Reserve from Glass, and it mentioned vanilla, and it mentioned butterscotch and caramel. And I was like, well, the caramel probably comes from the RY4, but I don't really get caramel from RY4. And that caramel candy is fucking punchy as fuck.
Well, and so is the butterscotch
It's super
ripple.
dominant. Yeah, but I wanted like that combination of those two like just makes the most delicious butterscotch. It's so
Yeah.
good. And it's butterscotch RY4, so I wanted it to be pretty prevalent.
That's
It's
that.
good.
That's one of those tricks I learned from Fresh a long time ago. Is anytime you're doing a butterscotch or a caramel, you back note it with the opposite. So if you're doing butterscotch, you back note it with a
Absolutely.
caramel, and if you're doing a caramel, you back note it with a butterscotch, and it just pulls
Yeah, for
everything
sure.
together.
And it works.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I always used to put a little, like, just like that 1/4% of caramel candy when I would make like a butterscotch pudding. It just fucking makes it taste more rich and just more flavorful. It's good.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that guy Fresh 03, he knows his shit.
I wasn't a fucking DIY wizard for no reason. I mean, the dude knows what the fuck he's
Exactly.
doing. The fact
He
that-
just shared a super simple recipe with me yesterday, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna fucking mix that shit.
In fact, if it wasn't for him, I would have never started fucking mixing. I wouldn't have started vaping. I wouldn't have done a lot of shit if it wasn't for him.
He was definitely the catalyst for my mixing itch, you know? Him and Wayne.
I never even
and the
fucking
Plumes of
watched
Hazard was
Wayne.
responsible for both of them.
I try to
I
pop
didn't
into
either.
Wayne.
I saw him on Plume of Hazard, which I watched religiously.
Granted, I didn't watch.
And I was like, oh, there's a channel about mixing? Sweet.
I mean, I watched some shit here and there, but I was never one to just sit down and watch it. Like every once in a while, I'd turn on something like Derailed just because it was funny to watch, and shit would go absolutely crazy. But most of the time, I'm like,
When I
eh.
found Fresh had a Saturday morning mixing show, I was like, oh, this is like the greatest fucking thing ever. I'm already up, because it's noon here when he starts, so I'm just waking up. And he's just fucking dropping fucking knowledge like crazy. And I was like, whoa. Yeah, I learned a lot of shit watching those old Saturday mixing shows with Fresh. So much shit.
Yeah, that's how I ended up running across him even in the scene. Was I remember seeing something and it was posted on his Facebook that he had a show on Saturday. I was like, what? Like, when the fuck did he transition to doing YouTube?
Yeah, right.
And that's how I ended up finding him and ended up in this whole sector of the world now.
Yeah, your little army buddy is now a fucking YouTube vape mixer.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like the dude
Gotta
that
be
used
pretty
to
wild.
smoke fucking camels? Alright.
I'm guilty of those as well.
And then find out that he didn't drink anymore. I was like, wait, what? like,
Who are you?
Who the fuck is this guy? What did you do with Fresh? What did you do with the guy that would just
Change me.
randomly fucking kick people out of their lawn chairs when we're drinking? What happened to that guy? Man,
Armed.
I wish I had fucking videos of some of those nights, because those were fucking hilarious.
I would love to see Fresh 03 on one.
He just fucking, he's just yelling, ole, 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 and then just fucking just, bam, leg across the throat, and somebody's just going ass over tea kettle out of the back of their fucking chair. Because he'd run full bore at him. It was fucking great. One of my other good buddies, and I remember he somehow managed to get fuck out before he hit the ground. I have no idea how he got that out, but I just remember him. He's like halfway down, you hear fuck, and then thwap. Man. Anyhow, it is 10 o'clock. I'm gonna call it. We will be back next week, barring nothing fucking crazy happens during this new work fucking venture thing that starts next week. I'm guessing it's business as usual, but we'll figure that out next week. There is kicky punchies to talk about tomorrow. Pay-per-view, then you get 2 weeks off, or a week off, not 2. Yeah, so if you want to come talk kicky punchies with us, 9 o'clock-ish Central Time over the I'm No Joe channel. There will be a pit, as there is a pay-per-view this weekend. So, just know, it's a good time. Come hang out with us. I realized now that it's towards the end here, I was an asshole and didn't really fucking say hello to everybody out there, but, so, whoever I missed, my bad. I didn't do that from the get-go. I just kind of went off on a tangent today. But, you'll have that. Oh, thunder's rolling in. I thought I heard it through the earbuds. That means definitely time to get the fuck out of here. But love y'all. Thank you for coming and hanging out. We'll see you all next week. I did not come up with a song, but in the meantime, while I'm thinking about a song to play, educate, advocate, not for yourselves. Not for any of us up here. For those sorry motherfuckers that are still on the stinkies, you need to keep a viable option alive for them. See you all next week. Fuck. You know what? Ninja Turtles it is. And we're out. Love y'all. Bye.
Yeah, it's a nice quick one.